All right, this takes me back to the good old game events of the 1990s, and for good reason. I'm here at Duke Nukem's Titty City. It's a recreation of a location inside of the Duke Nukem universe, well, for a very, very large, hands-on look at the long-awaited Duke Nukem Forever, and a chance to talk with, well, the new man who's taken the charge of the game, Randy Pitchford. I'm so happy to be joined by the president of Gearbox Software, Randy Pitchford. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Especially, I've just played Duke. First time I've ever gotten, I waited 13 years for, this kind of an opportunity.
Can you believe it? It's like some people think he's like Bigfoot.
I know.
You finally shook hands with the man.
No, so. I can say empirically I have played Duke.
It's real.
Forever.
It's not a myth.
What are we dealing with? I mean, is this a game that you kind of remade, or did you take the game from 3D Realms in 2009 and then just kind of keep on working?
When I had the opportunity to buy the brand, and when George and Scott trusted me with it and sold it to me, I realized what I had to do as a gamer. My commitment had to be to make sure that we're realizing the vision that 3D Realms has. Now that I own the brand, I'll have plenty of time to do whatever I want with Duke. I can do crazy stuff, but for now, we need to finally play Duke Nukem Forever. We've waited long enough. Let's have it. In the mid-90s, when Duke 3D came out, Duke was king, and there was a lot, it's a first-person shooter, so it's not going to be every kind of game, but to have a worthy successor to that is that's a tall order. The goal with Duke Forever, I think, is to actually have that worthy successor. You're Duke again. You're doing what Duke does best. You're saving the world, and you're saving our chicks, and you have to have a wild, wicked adventure, ups and downs, ins and outs, and you want to be on the edge of your seat the whole time. It's not just about running and gunning. Like, you clean out the aliens, but then it's like, how do I get through that? I can see where I need to go, but I can't quite reach it. Maybe if I tilt that and that, blow this up, then I can move that over there. Oh, cool, now I can get through. And then, holy crap, I'm driving a monster truck, and like,
right.
You know what I mean? It's like, there's this variety, it's a variety of experience. It's pacing between combat and puzzle solving and exploration and discovery, and it really creates kind of a new kind of flow. That it's not a new flow, but it feels new because we haven't had it in so long.
We really haven't. I mean, look, there's a platforming moment, and that used to be...
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
That became a bad word in first-person shooters, but it was so refreshing to actually go back and do that again.
Looks like those alien bastards drank all my beer.
I'm so glad you're okay.
What is it like to kind of, at this much later phase of your life, with all these great successes behind you, going back to this thing that really was what started it for you?
It's pretty weird, it's true. The first game I ever worked on as a professional was Duke 3D, and I left the studio, I left 3D Realms in '97, and soon after, we founded Gearbox, and we've done all the things that we've done, and we've been very fortunate. And so honestly, my feelings are, I feel very fortunate and very lucky that we've had such success that I was in a position with the capability and the talent around me and the resources and money that I could actually be there for Duke.
How has this game evolved, and what have you had to do to sort of get it more on par with expectations in a lot of time?
When we got involved, we found some pretty amazing stuff, but we also found that there were some things that it didn't do. We had to do a lot of work rewriting renderers and dealing with memory management and physics and all kinds of really deep-rooted engine systems. I've been asked, what engine is it? And honestly, I can't answer that question. I think it's best to look, this is a one-shot, this is Duke Nukem Forever engine is the best way to think about it. But there are some components from other things that we're familiar with and some lessons that we've learned. We've spent time with the Half-Life engine, we spent time with the Halo engine, we spent time with Unreal, of course. So we've been able to bring a lot of experience to bear to make sure this is what it needs to be so that we can all finally play this game that we've been waiting so long for.
Time to stop pissing around and get this big guy back into action.
Well, I got to say, thank you for your moment of serendipity, because I think all of us could benefit from it.
I feel humbled by it, to be honest, and I'm just thankful that we're in a spot where we could be there for Duke when Duke needed us.
And the game actually has a release date now.
Yes, it does. May 3rd. Can you believe it's going to happen?
All right. I always
Until the copy's in your hand. Yeah.
I've always wondered if it was going to be me or Duke that gave up first. And so at least I finally have my answer.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Randy.
Cheers.